deep bench that's capable. It just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. And it also keeps your guys fresh and engaged. Not just fresh physically, but engaged mentally as well.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. Now Ariza. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Ariza outside. In the corner, Harden drains it from beyond the arc.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
The screen from Thompson. Green with a screen on Paul. Curry kicks to Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here are the Rockets now, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. Durant kicks to Curry. Pachulia dishes to Curry. Pocket 6. Outside for Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. He said this will be a great mental challenge for his team. He told me he looks forward to games like this, saying the team we're facing really knows how to execute on offense. And when we're firing on all cylinders, we can do the same. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
And, you know, that's the important part. You've got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Curry kicks to Durant. Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now here's Paul. To the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Green, the screen. And Stephen Curry, another 3. Curry's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Paul against Curry. Paul goes in, and there it is for him.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
Paul against Curry. The pass to Thompson. Green, the screen. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Paul can't get it to go.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
Teardrop shot, and the basket by Curry. Curry's got 8 points.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Now, here is Harden over Thompson. Harden's shot is off.
You know, what's astounding to me about Harden in his play last year was how he transformed himself, and it actually goes back to a conversation he had with Mike D'Antoni. He basically told Harden, I need you to be the point guard, and he's adjusted nicely to that role in Mike D'Antoni's high-octane offense.
Rockets trail by 5. He's up top. He's covered by Thompson. Ball against Curry. Puts it up from 17. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. 6 points for Chris Paul. Warriors leading by 3. Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Ariza. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden outside. Feeds to Ariza. Takes a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And this game is tied up now.
Rapid fire release from Ariza like a staple gun. Boom, boom. Outstanding at shooting as soon as the pass gets to his hands.
Here's Green, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
One shot.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. He used that pick to perfection. Harden's got 5.
And the way Harden feels and understands the game, great IQ, very impressive. He knows where to be once the pick is set.
Green, the screen. It's Curry outside from beyond the arc and then some. 11 points in the game. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, as a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it.
Now Harden, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. They set the screen. Ariza with it. Now Green defending. Paul for 3. The shot comes out. AT that time from Curry. A wide open look for Durant. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Ariza passes to Harden. Anderson the screen. High arcing shot, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. And we know just how important a player who can catch and shoot is to an offense. Clark, which players in the league are the best, in your opinion, in that regard?
I think you got to start with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, two of the very best, if not the best, shot makers we've ever seen in the league. The way they can catch and shoot it from deep, challenged, open shots, off the dribble, off the catch. Their shot-making ability is absolutely remarkable. J.J. Redick is a guy that can make shots as well, but those two guys, I think, are in the class by themselves.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He did. It happened. I think he's going to have to be more cautious on defense. He can't afford to pick up a third foul here in the first quarter.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Young comes in for Kevin Durant, and McCaw is subbed in for Steph Curry. Now here's Gordon. There's the dish to Harden. 5 to shoot. Shot's good from Mbah-a-Moute.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. McCaw kicks to Livingston. Pass to McCaw. Lets it go from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
They get it again. Warriors shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. On the wing, Iguodala. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. Tucker with the ball. He feeds it to Harden. Fires from deep. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving it around. And the shot is long.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 11 points.
Beautiful stroke on the 3 ball there. Harden is a lights-out shooter from behind the arc.
Screen by Young. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. It's deflected. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break, and they take the lead. He's got 13.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Young outside, back to West. Picked by West. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Mbah-a-Moute. Harden outside. Mbah-a-Moute is screen on Iguodala. And the shot's good from Nene.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
McCaw kicks to Young. Now the feed to Livingston. Picked by West. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Another miss by Iguodala. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Gordon. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. That shot, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Shot's good from Young.
Boy, and that unusual shooting motion of Young's, he squares up and buries.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Gordon. Nene, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Gordon kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Man, I love how easily Harden fills it up. Scores in so many ways, making it look easy.
James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Luke Mbamute. Then it's Nene in at the 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Now here's Harden. Nene unable to get his shot to and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
That free throw, no good.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
Paul's checked in for James Harden. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Warriors trail by 4. Young dishes to Iguodala. Out left to the wing. West inside, guarded by Nene. Some solid defense there by Nene. Paul outside. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to Tucker. This one for 3. But they get it back. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And it's Paul penetrating. Nene the pass to Paul. And another shot. That's tipped. Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. The shot by Nene. No good. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kicks it to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Young dishes to Livingston. West a screen on Paul. Young with no one around. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Young's got 5 points so far.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
Nene, the screen. Here is Mbamute. Another miss by Houston.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
The first free throw is good.
And when you watch those Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for West. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. Two great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Rockets pick up three. There's the pick. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Chalk up two there. He's got 8.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Ariza outside. He kicks it to Gordon. Anderson with the screen for Gordon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, it's so good to see Eric Gordon healthy because he's battled injuries quite a bit throughout his career. Last season played in the most games he's played in a long time and actually ended up being healthy and one of the most valuable players on a very good Rockets team.
Throw good, Gordon. And Eric Gordon dealing with injuries. And unfortunately, that's been kind of the theme of his career. Last season, only the second time he's ever played more than 70 games in a regular season. The first time was his rookie year out of Indiana.
Yeah, you can't deny the fact, Kevin, that the current of being injured has run through Eric Gordon's career. But while he's not been that efficient as a driver when he's healthy, he has always been consistent from outside. And he reminded everybody last season just how dangerous he is as a shooter when he's healthy.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Gordon a screen. Off the screen. Curry with some nice D. Warriors leading by 3. Green, the pass to Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Gordon. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. The pass to Anderson. Ball is screen on Curry. Back to Gordon. The kick out to Anderson. Paul with the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Curry against Paul. Curry, good. Curry's got 13 points.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Now here's Gordon. Screen by Capella. Paul for 3. Rockets keep it going with the new 24-second clock. Capella with the bucket.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Curry dishes to Durant. Curry, a three ball, and another three for Golden State.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Now, here's Capella. Here's Gordon. From the left block, he sends it through. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice to see Gordon use his touchdown low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Back to Thompson. Green, the screen. Here's Curry with the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Gordon kicks to Capella. Back to Gordon. Launches a three. Connects from three-point range. He has 7.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Pachulia the pass to Green. Feeds it to Durant. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Houston.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And so it's Houston with it. The Warriors making the shot. Capella dishes to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Jumper off the screen. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Capella's got 6 points.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially inside. Does a nice job using his size to get that shot off.
Curry can't get it to go. Rockets trailed by 4. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Paul. They set the pick. Screen by Capella. Here's the three. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Curry with it. Chris Paul covering for 3. Another miss by Curry. Houston's gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times in fact, 7 of 17. Gordon kicks to Paul. Screen by Capella. Fires from deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Capella's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Green. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the 3 ball is good. And the Warriors lead by 3. Paul passes to Ariza. And here's Anderson from the arc. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. James Harden. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. Warriors leading by 3. Curry dishes to Thompson. And Capella sends it back.
And every season, Capella has improved as a shot blocker. Timing, awareness, recognition. He's really good at erasing shot attempts.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Green. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor. And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Now, here's Mbamute. Nene setting the pick for Harden. Here's the teardrop. The Warriors pull it in. West has got 4 rebounds in this game. Livingston kicks to Green. Now, here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Craig, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is with a purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
The dish to Iguodala. Pass to Thompson. He feeds it to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 10 points for Draymond Green.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Paul with the ball. West picks him up. Anderson outside. Paul for 3. Paul missing again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Iguodala with a screen on Nene. Connects from 3-point range. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Paul kicks to Harden. Here is Mbamute. Offensive rebound. Anderson. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, excellent execution that time, partner. Don't want to give the opponent any time to get them back.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Warriors leading by 6. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now, here's Capella from deep Harden. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Durant for 3, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
The 3 from Harden, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's climbing all over him on that one, no way the officials are going to miss that.
Tell you what, he might have gotten that rebound and gotten away with it if he had gone straight up, but didn't work out.
Curry kicks to Green. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Picked by Pachulia. 6 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I've paid my dues and have grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. And both free throws good for Green.
Well, you know, last season, one of the surprise teams was the Houston Rockets. Ended up 3rd in the West and one of the best records in the NBA. And, you know, most thought they would have a down year after Dwight Howard walked.
Now, here's Ariza. Capella with a screen on Durant. And here's Anderson from the arc. The Rockets with another miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Curry has it in the corner. Pachulia the pass to Durant. Pachulia dishes to Durant. Outside for Curry. And a miss there on the triple. And the Rockets, one of the big surprises in the NBA, but the players believe that they were one of the best teams heading into last season. They eventually won 55 games, which was much better than the 41 wins the season before.
Well, you know, Kevin, this organization has been putting out solid teams for the past decade, really. I mean, Mike D'Antoni deserves a lot of credit for their play last season, because they were focused and were always hard to match up with.
Green kicks to Curry. The 3 hits the 3-point bomb. Curry's got 22 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. one kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Here is Paul. He's got 6. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Curry. The feed now to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Harden. Shot clock at 6. Green, the screen. Durant for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Curry following the basket by Chris Paul. There's Green with the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Capella, the pass to Ariza. Anderson, the screen. From outside the arc, and Chris Paul gets the 3. Paul's got 11.
You know, one of the things that you notice about Chris Paul, Kevin, is that he uses screens exceedingly well.
Green, the screen. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Harden. 16 points for him. Pass to Capella. Dishes to Paul. There's the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That is the quick decision-making of Chris Paul. Doesn't take a single dribble, just sees it and hits it.
Curry dishes to Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rockets trail by 16. Ariza kicks to Paul. Shoots over Curry, and Houston again with the bucket.
You know, we're getting some of that high-octane offense from Chris Paul tonight, setting this place on fire.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Curry on the wing, defended by Paul. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Shooting one.
That's good from Green. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And Baamute's checked in for Houston. Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And, you know, Kevin, he's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Outside Gordon. From past the arc. And Baamute can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now here's Gordon. 7 points in the game. And he's good on the three ball. And Baamute's got 6.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
Curry dishes to Young. Green the screen. Young outside. 4 on the shot clock. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He has 7.
He doesn't really have what you would call an explosive first step, but Young drives like he means it.
Kicks to Tucker. Gordon a screen. Over in the corner, and Baamute. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 25 points for Steph Curry. Curry against Harden. Fires at the elbow. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 18. McCaw kicks to Durant. There's the pass to Green. Curry against Gordon. With some arc. The shot by Curry, no good. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And the basket is good. And Baamute has got 8 here in the quarter.
You got to respect, and you can't sleep on the passing ability of Harden. Love how he zips it over to open teammates.
Now here's Durant. 25 points in the game. Tucker the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Clark, this Houston team is so good at moving the ball around, top 3 in assists last season, and they know how to get a good shot. There's no doubt about that. Just keeping the defense following the ball, moving them side to side, keeping them on the move. How does that affect team chemistry?
I think it does wonders for team chemistry, Kevin, because everybody's happy. They're enjoying touching the ball, getting shots, playing at a fast pace. It's certainly fun for us to watch and for the fans to watch, and I think it helps to recruit other good players who enjoy watching that style and wanting to be part of it.
Some changes here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Durant. Iguodala comes in for Young. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a change for the Rockets. Nene's checked in. Now here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. McCaw kicks to Iguodala. Shoots the 3. McCaw misses. Rockets trail by 14. Now Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. Shoots over Livingston. Harden, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Iguodala kicks to McCaw. Golden State moving it around. West dishes to Green. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Now, here's Tucker. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 17. Iguodala outside. Livingston passes to West. Livingston kicks to Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Nene, the screen. Harden dishes to Gordon. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Mbamute. Tucker with the ball. West picks him up. Shoots from 14. Kept alive. Here's Nene. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Nene's got his 2nd basket of the game. Here's Iguodala. He's got 5. West kicks to McCaw. Over in the corner, Green. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here's McCaw to the wing on the left. Picked by West. Livingston kicks it to West. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. West has got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Nene, the screen. And Eric Gordon gets the 3. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Livingston, that's good. 20 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now here's Gordon. 12 points for him. Nene, the screen. Gordon kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Harden is as steady as falling rain. I mean, so consistent. Beautiful shooting form, a brilliant scorer.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And more than anything, their 3-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Nene is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Mbamute in at the 3 spot.
One shot, gentlemen.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
Golden State on D. He kicks to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Anderson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Mbah Moute. A three-pointer, no good. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets. The screen from Thompson. Green with a screen on Hart. Thompson for 3. Here's Pachulia, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Warriors lead by 17. Harden kicks to Ariza. Passes it to Nene. They set the pick. At the elbow, Harden. That's good from 17 feet away. Harden's got 21.
Like seeing Harden get free from here. A scorching hot mid-range shooter.
Harden against Thompson. And Green now, top of the key. Iguodala outside. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, I love watching the ball get into the post. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
Here's Harden. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 23 points in the game.
And sometimes, Kevin, there's just no way to stop Harden. When he's that close, I mean, he's going to get his shot off over the defense.
Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Harden. Thompson inside the line. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, how about that move there by Thompson? Coming off the pick, creates just enough room to launch that jumper.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. And a change for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. There's the pick. Paul kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Thompson. 5 on the clock. It's Harden with the drive.
Well, you look at a player of Harden's ability, and a couple of things stand out for me. One is his competitive spirit. He's understated, but he's very competitive. He doesn't take nights off. He's a guy who really takes pride in showing up and playing every game.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
And he's good on the second. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Beyond the arc, another three for Golden State. And to illustrate Harden's competitive nature, last season he famously said, "I just want to hoop. I'll rest when I'm done." Look, that's exactly what you want to hear from your team leader.
Yeah, you love hearing that. Owning the responsibility of leading and showing up all the time. And Harden, heavily depended upon by his team, gives you everything he has every night. Not super flashy, but very competitive and driven.
Green dishes to Thompson. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Warriors. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
The dish now to Capella. They set the pick. The three from Harden, but he gets it back.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Warriors leading by 17. Thompson outside. Green the screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Outside Curry. And another three for Golden State.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Paul passes to Harden. He feeds it to Ariza. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Thompson dishes to Durant. Pass to Pachulia. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. And Pachulia with the lay-in. Good. Pachulia's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity. Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
Thompson in the posts, guarded by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Durant kicks to Pachulia, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Yep, it counts. And it's now 23 points for Draymond Green.
Well, that's exactly what's been happening here. Where's the focus? Where's the intensity? Where's the resilience? Where's the energy? From the defenders, all of that is absent.
Harden inside the three-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got 13 points in the second half. Curry against Paul. Curry passes to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Harden. Over in the corner, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's now 26 points for Draymond Green. Paul with the ball. Ariza outside. Anderson a screen on Green. And here's Harden for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And it's Curry at the elbow. That's short off the rim. The Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Paul dishes to Harden. Anderson the screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Young comes in for Draymond Green. And McCaw is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Paul. There's the feed to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Williams kicks to Paul. There's the screen over Young. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Chris Paul has got that hot hand going.
Left side Durant. Elbow shot is on the way. Quarterman grabs the board. Rockets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That defense was totally lost. Don't know how you let a shooter get off such a clean look from beyond the arc. Come on, you got to pay attention.
Young passes to Pachulia. It doesn't go for him. Rockets trailed by 19. Here's Quarterman. Outside Williams from deep. Houston keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. And that one drops. Paul's got 17 now, just in the second half.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Williams, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do, instead of what can't you do?
And, you know, he's had a lot of success last season, elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Young. And it's Klay Thompson in for McCaw. And he makes the first but misses the second. Green kicks to Thompson. Over Harden, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Green.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Oh, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Williams. Rockets trail by 20. And here's Harden. Ariza kicks to Capella. Thompson against Harden. Over Thompson. And that one goes long. The Warriors shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. High post, Pachulia. Shoots over Capella. Pachulia, no luck. Houston's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. In the corner, it's Capella. Back to Paul. Screen by Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chris Paul, and that's good. Paul's got 26 points.
You know, the defense has to be conscious of his playmaking, so a lot of times that gives Chris Paul plenty of room to get off the three-point shot.
Here's Curry, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Screen by Capella. Here's Ariza. The shot missing. Great D that time from Durant.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Ariza kicks to Anderson. And another three for Houston.
Love watching Anderson shoot immediately off the pass, right away. Fires it quickly after getting the ball.
Outside, Green. Thompson, a screen on Anderson. Pass to Curry. From downtown. Rockets with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the wing on the left. Anderson wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. Baseline jumper, and it's Golden State with another.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
So I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.